Hello! Welcome back, everybody. So, our intrepid bear adventurers have found the location of Abraham Lincoln's beehive. People begin to crowd around to get a glimpse at this beehive and perhaps the spirit that resides within. But you are sort of front and center as you're basically the vehicle pulled up directly in front of you, and all the sides dropped on the outside.
So it's stationary within the vehicle.
Correct.
And there are lasers in between us and the honeycomb.
Yes. And some kind of glass, maybe tempered glass, around the outside as well, that it's contained within.
Is it like a bell jar on top of it?
Yeah.
And did you say that the car part of the vehicle had driven away?
Yes.
It's unfortunate.
Do I
Is there honey in there as well, or is it just the beehive in this like glass bit?
Barry can sense a very small amount of honey, but it's definitely not the big score.
Does it seem Abraham Lincoln-y?
It's got his hat on top.
I know, but the honey itself
okay. Is it giving off a vibe of Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, it's have a kind of beard.
Was it born about 7 years ago?
Emancipation. Yeah. Does it seem to...
Yes, very much so.
Oh, wow. This is the real stuff. I sort of mumble to the others. Maybe even... I can't sense ghosts, though. That's not in my wheelhouse. So...
Can't see the main honey score, though. It seems like that must be at the boathouse.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we need to wait until they collect this and then try and hijack the van when it picks it up.
Sounds like a good idea.
Knock out the drivers and then be the drivers. Or you be the driver.
I don't think we need to apply the bees to the drivers. I think that after we
well, one of them might be allergic, and that's how we...
That's true.
We've already beaten quite a lot of people so far.
I'm basically going to go up to the glass and like press my face against it to try and get a closer look.
Okay.
No real reason. I just want a closer look.
Yeah, there's not much to see other than what's been described.
Wait, so the lasers are on the inside of the glass? They're not like
correct.
Protecting? Okay, sorry. Yes, I was imagining just walking through a bunch of lasers. Have a look.
Where are the lasers like set into the frame of the glass?
They are, yes.
Okay. Are there any above?
No, they're all on the walls. Like the four walls of it, rather than being fitted to the floor or ceiling.
Claus, do you have any experience with these lasers?
Yeah. I can sort those lasers. Maybe not while everyone's watching, though. Like,
yeah, there are a lot of humans.
I am willing, if you want, for everybody to move a point from bear to criminal if you do a flashback about this encasing. I'm happy for the FBI to have given you info on this, but it's voluntary for you. So if you don't want to move those points over, then I'm not going to force you to.
I think
I will not, because then I will definitely be on the cusp of going full criminal. Then I'll only have 1 point spare, or 1 point.
Okay, maybe you'd nip down the hole to the woods when
I
this
was in the woods at that
was
bit
taking place
with the poke.
Okay, so you're all in the boardroom at some interim period that wasn't mentioned previously, and the FBI director is stood looking over schematics with you, and she says, "We found out that Honeycon had put in an order for a large tempered glass vessel fitted with lasers and a stand in the middle with a bell jar. We can only presume that it's to hold Abraham Lincoln's beehive."
Yeah, let me take a look at those schematics. Let me figure out how I'm gonna. This is gonna be one of those things that I'm gonna get my claws on that, and I'm gonna sort out those lasers so we can get at that beehive. Let me take a look at those.
So, along with that order, there is it comes with it basically like the control panel. So you know the exact model of the control panel, and can have sort of figured out how to deal with that best. She says, "Of course, you're the hacker. My desk certainly knows that." Anyway, yes, good luck. So,
distracting
back
us.
in the present.
Leave us to our planning.
Back in the present, and you're aware of the schematics for the case.
Cool.
So, everybody but Jack, or everybody who wanted to be involved in that, moved 1 point from bear to criminal.
Okay.
Don't forget, you can easily move back towards bear by just having some honey.
So,
All right, so waiting for the show and then grab it on the way out. Is that?
Yeah, if we can get into the van as it is going away, you'll have time to operate the control panels and get the. Are the control panels inside that container?
It's separate, so it's remote. So it could quite easily be with the driver.
That would make sense.
Yeah, we've got to get our hands on that control panel first. So I think we've got to take out the drivers or do something there. Figure out if it's on the car, if it's on the drivers. We've got to find that control panel. Don't want to be charging straight into those lasers without knowing I've got control over the situation.
Okay. How long was this show supposed to be? Was it supposed to be a long time?
It's on display here for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Did we see what direction the van went off?
So it basically drove to a parallel street, and then back towards the end of the promenade that you haven't been to yet, which is also where the old boathouse is.
Right.
So how about this? We try to we need to provide a distraction for Claws to get in there, for us to take out the drivers and to find the control panel if it's there, and hijack this van. Driver will need to be there to hijack it. So I guess that leaves me and Dirk to provide some sort of distraction while you guys take on the people just as they're about to leave.
I'm the tech guy here. I don't know about taking on these people. I'm just a tiny little honey badger here, not a nice big bear like you lot. You let me know when you've got the control panel. That's where I come in.
Look, Claus, you've done yourself down, but I've seen firsthand the destruction that you can wreak on even an inanimate object. I think actually
You're among us.
Those drivers up? Is that what you're telling me to do? I just gotta fuck those guys up, and then I'm gonna find that control panel.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe actually, old Sticky Paws can deal with.
I've got an idea for how to stop the van and get them out of the van.
Mm.
That sounds
Bees?
perfect.
Not bees. It is not the first time that I have had to stop a van for unknown reasons. The humans have this thing called insurance fraud. It works like a charm.
Wait, you're not old Van Destroyer.
Van Destroyer.
Van Destroyer, the famous Van Destroyer. Who
I've heard
wiped out
tell
the
of you
entire-
at service stations all up the M's 1 through 7.
across the nation for many years, no van was safe from Van Destroyer.
Yeah, that's me. It's a trick I've pulled more times than I can mention. All you need to do is make them think that they've hit a human, and then they're right out of there, and you can just grab that van off them.
You see, this is why I never bought insurance.
Very good driving. Okay, so you're gonna stop the car. You and Claus are gonna take out the driver, hopefully without too much damage. Drivey's gonna drive us away towards the old boathouse. We're gonna disable this thing, and me and Dirk here are gonna try and in some way take attention away from all of that. And then I sort of look down. What? Yeah.
Perfect plan.
Yeah.
Perfect plan.
Okay, well, let's go. We need to hurry. This is only going to be on display for 15 minutes, so...
Okay. Maybe that bag full of bees. Could you...
Well, yeah, so I'll pass you the bag full of bees very, very gingerly. Yeah, like another 100 escape. It's like a half full bag of bees now, mostly glass.
Oh, it really like bees and glass. Okay. All right. I think I'll hand this to very carefully to Dirk, and I'll be like, okay, so maybe if you pretend to trip and spill your bag. Your tote bag filled with...
bag of glass and bees.
Everyone carries one of them.
Yeah, oh no, my tote bag full of broken shards of glass and bees. It's spilled out all over everyone over there.
That work? Yeah, that's a...
It happens so frequently that it's a famous saying, isn't it? If somebody spills the bees.
But then, is it too frequent that it's not a notable thing and it wouldn't work as a distraction? If everyone's always slipping
Right.
with them,
I'll start a fire over there as well. These distractions combined will surely...
What if that's too distracting? What if we
What
need
if we
a
get
third
distracted?
distraction to distract people from the other two distractions?
Well, that'll be on you guys again. Back
Okay.
and
well,
forth
that'll be the
distraction.
stealing of the van. That will then distract them from the fire and the bees.
That'll work.
Okay, right. Well, I'll start jogging down the road to intercept this van.
Okay. I'll walk up to... Can I have the universal translator? To ask somebody if they have a light for my cigar or cigarettes. I don't know. No, actually, I think I'm a cigar smoker, probably.
That's about right. I'm going to take the John Travolta mask because I think Barry still has the Nicolas Cage mask, and I don't want to take it off him because Barry being played by Nicolas Cage is like my dream casting. So, and I'll run after Sticky Paws.
Okay.
I'll also run after Sticky Paws so I can get ready to try and jump in the van as well when the time comes.
And Dirk is going to throw glass and bees.
Well, there's going to be more acting involved.
Yeah, I'm gonna trip.
Okay.
Oh, is there? I imagine there's like a bin with a banana peel in it that I'll throw on the ground and then slip on.
It's genius.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so timing-wise, Dirk and Barry, are you just doing these as and when, or are you planning it for like the
We didn't
time
come
when
up with
you
the signal,
think
did
the
we?
other stuff might be coming back, or?
We all, before this mission, synchronized our watches, and we're going to do this at 3:54.
Good. That's fine.
Are we flashing back to a watch synchronization there?
Synchronized watches, and all it is that we keep a count in our heads going up,
1,000 to 1,000.
and then once we hit 3:54, that's when we go.
Can we all just do a roll just to see how in counting, like how in time we are with each other?
Well, I think I would have been out of the room for that one, so I haven't been counting at all this entire thing. Yeah,
We're really professional, guys.
Drivey's really easily distracted, so
I suppose, to be
probably not
fair,
gonna
Drivey, Sticky Paws, and Claws don't need to be in time because they're just going to do
No,
what they're
exactly,
doing when they do it. So it's only Barry and Dirk really that need to be aware of what time it is.
Yeah.
Well, we are flawless. I've got it all up here.
Okay, so the van group spot the cab coming down the road towards you.
okay. I am going to, in the best acting I can do, try and like fully fall over the front of the van and act like it's hit me at full speed and just like make a bunch of wailing noises on the ground, like grabbing my leg, making sure that my hat stays on. So I like keep the hat on the head.
Okay, make me a criminal roll.
Okay. Success.
Cool. So you sort of fling yourself across the bonnet, which crumples enormously under the weight of a grizzly bear rolling across.
I
it.
almost slowed the van to a stop just by doing that.
And yeah, it screeches to a halt. And two guys get out and come over. Oh my God, are you okay? And then turn to the other two and say, phone an ambulance, and then continue looking at you and kind of trying to get your attention. And kind of one of them
I'm
starts
just
to
writhing
do the,
around on the floor.
Yeah, one of them starts to do like some attempt at first aid, like trying to tell you to lay still and put you in the recovery position, which obviously he basically gets his friend to come and try and help move you into the recovery position as well. So Drivey and Claws.
I'm going to sneak into the cab and hope they left their keys in the ignition.
They have.
I'll also sneak into the cab and see if I can find anything that looks like the control panel in the van.
Yes, it is sat on the passenger seat.
I will start trying to hack that.
Okay. So Sticky Paws, you can see that they are both in the van now.
Okay. As soon as like Drivey or Claws gives me a signal that like they're ready to go, I will probably like roll over and then stand on four paws, let the hat drop off my head, and just like roar at them.
Okay,
And try and
make me
scare
a
them
bear
off.
roll. With what's your thingy, Bob?
It's Terrify, isn't it?
Terrify,
yeah.
yeah. So 2d6 definitely.
Okay. Now I've only currently got 1 point in bear, so this,
Ooh.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll see.
You could chug some honey.
Nope. No. No, that's
Okay.
a 3 and a 4. So I do not succeed in terrifying them.
Okay, they're still afraid, but one of them takes out a radio and says, "Bear spotted on the main road! Bear spotted on the main road!" And then they both run off.
Okay, as soon as they run off, I'm going to grab onto the side of the van, so that we can speed off towards the boathouse.
Yep. Okay.
I'll get driving.
How are the distractions coming?
So I think if I hear anything on any are there any radios or anything saying bear coming on the main road or anything like that? Does anyone seem alarmed?
Yeah, I think there probably would. There are armed security guards around the area. So
Okay. Well, then I'll make eye contact with Dirk and say 354, and then try and start a fire.
Okay.
I want to slip on the banana peel at the same time, and I'm presuming maybe there's armed guards running by. So as I slip, throw the bag onto one of them.
Okay.
I take the guard out and
Make me a criminal roll, please.
Okay.
What's your thingy, Bob? Is there anything relevant to add you an extra D6 on?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we
be
could say
quite
the banana
slick.
peel's slick.
Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. Can you also make a roll for Barry, Pierre?
Sure. Am I rolling 2? Is this a brainy action?
I mean, for a bear to be able to start a fire, that's probably quite brainy.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure.
I rolled 2 fails, so fail.
Okay, so no fire starts. However, everybody is very distracted by, firstly, they turn as they see the security guards running and kind of shouting to each other. And then somebody slipping on a banana peel and absolutely showering these security guards in glass and bees. A few people kind of scream as all of this goes on. And that has definitely bought the other group a bit of time as the security guards are incapacitated.
So where are we at the moment with the van? Is it we've not got the B bit of the?
No, you're driving towards that, I presume.
But yeah,
so
so that's before we'd go to the boathouse, was it?
So if you can make me a hacking roll, which would be a 2d6 criminal roll, and see how your hacking goes.
That's a success.
Great. So yes, you basically have full control, and with the flick of a switch now, you'll be able to switch the lasers off and open the door of the glass case as well.
Nice.
Okay.
So
I guess when we get close enough and I can see Barry, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. If I see the lasers go off, I'll look over at Dirk and I'll say, "It's not 354 anymore." And then we can get I'll start getting into the truck with the lasers off.
I'm gonna try and drive up. And is it possible to recouple the beehive unit to the cab, or does someone need to get out and hitch it? Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. While Barry is in the glass cabinet
area,
the door closes and the lasers come back on.
I hold still.
Would I know this?
What's going on out there?
And 50 armed guards appear around the outside of the truck, all pointing weapons.
It was a sting.
And you then hear a a radio call come in saying, "Somebody's at the vault. Somebody's at the vault. All units to the vault." And you see all these people kind of wait for a second, sort of annoyed that they've kind of caught somebody in the middle of something and now have to leave. And they run off down towards the boathouse.
I will try hacking again to see if I can turn the lasers back off.
As far as you're concerned, you still have access,
Yes,
and
okay.
you can, you don't, but you don't have control anymore.
Oh, no.
Can I move around the lasers, or are they like?
With some difficulty, probably.
I'll like. I think I'll also tentatively like see if they're like, if these are the kind of lasers that will burn my fur off, or if these are the kind of lasers that will just set off an alarm.
So are you sort of going with a bit of fur sticking up and
Yeah,
going up to a
if it,
laser
like,
that?
Burns a
Yeah.
bit of fur.
So you go like that, and it goes, psst, and a bit of fur falls off your hand onto the floor.
If I'm in the back with Barry and Dirk, can I like try and find the power source for these lasers to try and like chop the cable?
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, sure. So you're not in the glass case.
No. I'm outside of the glass case.
Yeah,
And I'm just going like round the bottom edge to try and find the power source.
So it takes you a little while, but it's sort of, because if you look around the edges first, it's not around the edges. But then if you go underneath, there's sort of almost like a big sort of car battery in the center underneath. So do you want to try and basically remove that?
Yeah, I'm going to try and uncouple the battery.
Okay, it's going to be a criminal roll.
Okay. Is this thieving or not thieving?
Yeah, we'll say it's thieving.
Okay. Success.
Okay, nice. So, yes, Barry, just after kind of singeing the thing off, and you probably stood there a little bit in shock, and then you hear a boo, and all the lasers cut off.
Okay.
And the door kind of clicks open a little as well.
Okay, I guess I will. Can I grab this? Yep, I'll grab this thing, and I'll make sure to keep the top hat as well.
Yeah. So everybody knows it's
I'm
Abraham
going to
Lincoln's
reward
beehive.
myself with some honey.
Actually,
Yeah, nice.
is it a nicer top hat than my top hat?
It's definitely taller.
I
Because it's
swapped
not-
it immediately.
It's not a top hat, is it? It's a stovepipe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I now have a stovepipe on rather than a top hat, and the beehive has a top hat on.
Hey, this
Oh
is
my god, it's Abraham Lincoln.
You see somebody who was looking at you kind of blinking like that as they've just seen a bear appear and then turn into a person again in front of their eyes. Like that split second where you kind of like that. Just a bear and then a person. Yeah. Okay, great. So you have the Abraham Lincoln's beehive.
So from the front of the van, from our perspective, I think I've successfully turned off the lasers. The armed guys were pointing guns at us and have now just turned and gone away.
Yep.
Drive!
I drive.
What are Sticky Paws and Dirk doing? Have you kind of got in anywhere in this time?
While all this was going on, I think I was probably comfort eating some honey to bring my scores back into a bit more level. But yeah, we're also, well, at least I think Dirk is back in the van.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm in the van as well. Or
Great,
on,
okay.
depending on where I can fit.
Barry's still in the back, which has now got an open door at the back. So are you tearing away at some pace? Where are you going? Is your plan to leave, or is your plan to head to the vault?
I think the plan is to head to nearby the vault and try and see if all of the armed guards are in the vicinity.
So if you head down towards the vault, you see about halfway, all the guards are kind of still heading up there, so they're not yet at the vault or the where the boathouse and where they're heading to, having been called to the vault.
So
Could I overtake them?
Yes, yeah. So you're now on like a parallel road, basically, to them.
Okay.
So yeah, you can pass them.
Can Barry hear us in the back from the back of the van?
Probably not.
I can hear that there are noises.
Well, I don't know that he can't hear me. Hey, boss, what's the plan? They're all at their vault. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? What's the new plan, boss?
And I'll be saying, oh yes, the plan, because I assume that you guys can all hear me as well. At precisely 3:56. No, and then muffled.
I put my paw down.
Tearing down the road.
Yep. Remember about halfway that gears are a thing and like kick it up to second.
Smoke
Going
pouring out
about,
the engine.
going about 50 miles an hour. Yeah.
Okay, so you get to near the boathouse, and you can see that the guards are probably still a good 2 or 3 minutes away on foot. And the door to the boathouse is open.
Okay, I'll keep it warm. Go, 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 go.
Yeah,
Rev the engine.
sprint
Okay.
into the boathouse.
Run inside.
I'll sort of
Okay.
topple out and be like, oh, I feel a bit sick. 3:56, 3:56.
There's a hatch in the floor that is open, and a dim light spilling out from below.
someone got here first.
Well, they can't leave.
when
We can't have left by now. We'll just jump them and take the honey.
When I catch up to the guys, can I sense any honey around?
There is a huge amount of honey down here.
This is the jackpot.
We think they got to bring it back out this way. You think we can intercept them, or is there another way out of here?
We got to be quick. I think we just got to be as quick as we can. Get what we can. Let's heist this honey.
Pierre wins. Game over. Pierre wins.
I beep the horn.
Oh yes, 3:56. And then I run into the open area.
Yeah. Okay. You get down there, and it's a cavernous vault. The door is open. It's like a spinny sort of vault door, but it stands open when you get down there. And you step inside, and pointing a weapon at the doorway, holding a massive jar of honey under one arm, is Ursula Osso.
I knew I'd find you here.
She says, "No, you didn't."
Touche.
Anyway, thanks. Thanks for your help with the distraction. Now get out of my way. And we'll flash back now to a moment when you were in the boardroom and the door opens behind you, and in walks Ursula's assistant and closes the door behind him and says, "Thanks for the lozenge earlier. I have to tell you something. You're being set up."
By Ursula?
Yes. She's in league with some black market honey merchants.
Those guys. Oh, God.
She plans on having you on the books, and then you being caught there, and then her actually getting in and taking the honey for herself and selling it on to them.
Well, things just got interesting.
But she'll never expect you to have this. And he hands you like a really sci-fi looking gun and says, "This is something the scientists have been working on. It neutralizes any honey in a bear's bloodstream. It's horrible, but it's the only chance we've got."
Thanks. You're a good cub. Would you like another lozenge?
"I'm fine, thank you." And
Okay.
he goes out and shuts the door behind him. So now you're back in the vault.
Well, I sort of put my paws up, and I say, "You got me, Ursula. You got me." And I'll just sort of slowly move them down towards my hip, where the laser gun is. And
Okay, can you make a criminal roll, please?
Okay. Am I rolling one dice?
What are you? Sense, honey, and retired, and
Yeah.
brains.
Well, I was thinking.
Retired because he's probably had to shoot a friend in the back before.
Yeah.
Well, I'm too.
There's
Yeah,
a reason he's lived to retirement age.
yeah.
Barry shot first.
I'm not sure I can justify 2 dice, Pierre.
Okay. It's not like I can't take like an extra risk because I'm 2 weeks from retirement. But sure. Okay, I'll roll.
As in, you retired 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I
not
retired 2
2
weeks ago.
away from retirement, but
At exactly 3:51. My sense of time is bad. Okay, I'm going to roll my 1 dice. I got a 3, which is a success.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Okay. So you pull the trigger and nothing seems to happen. It kind of clicks as it goes in. But then you see Ursula go and just kind of slump to the floor as if all of her bones have been removed from her body. But really it's just honey. And she tries to kind of lean over to the honey pot and sort of lick around the edge of the honey pot to get some honey back in her veins.
Yeah, I'll quickly grab the jar of honey and then just start looking around for any sort of like crate transportation device or like one of those little trolleys.
Yeah, you can go. There's like a pulley thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll look around for that and I'll just start loading jars of honey onto that.
Okay, John, you can see that you think the guards are probably a minute away from being in the boathouse.
Beep, beep, which is the universal bear language for, we have 1 minute.
Oh, did you hear that?
We've got
We
1
have
minute.
exactly 1 minute before the guards, armed to the teeth with what appears to be AK-47s, arrive at our location. Wow.
Beep.
Oh, and they happen to be. They happen to all be Scottish. I don't know how they know this.
start legging it back.
Yeah, I think book it out of there.
Yeah, let's get as much as we can. And do we leave Ursula to the guards? Is the question. Can we leave her?
Claus isn't thinking about it. Claus is already out of there with a jar of honey.
Yeah. That's what she gets for betraying us.
That's why you shouldn't betray people. I say, holding a tray of honey. I confuse myself.
Ursula says, I'm furious.
Oh, that almost makes me want to. And then I leave as quickly as I can. Oh, this will form a tragic backstory in my future.
Okay, you get out. Are you chucking all of this into like the glass cabinet thing on the back?
Whatever I'm not eating on the way, yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, wherever there's a space.
Throw it in and climb in the van and get out of there.
And you manage to get everything in, and then just as you're kind of climbing into the cab, you hear, "Hey, come back with all that honey!"
How did they know? God, Drivey's got
make me a criminal roll for a quick getaway, John, for Drivey.
Gladly. Where are my dice? There they are. Success.
Nice. Okay, a speedy getaway. Very little honey becomes dislodged in the back in spite of your speed because of your expert incompetent driving. And you manage to get away. Where are you planning on going?
So how was it, guys? What was the vault like? Was it cool? Was there anyone in there? Was there a lot of honey? What?
It was a setup.
Barry.
Yeah, like you guys were there as well. You remember like the assistant coming in and giving me that laser pistol for just such an occasion.
Do we need to go back for it?
No,
You
she
turn.
was betraying us.
Oh, yeah. You turn.
I think we're now free as the wind, but there's one bear who I need to give their part of my share to, and that is our friend at the FBI. There are some honest bears, and I think that should be rewarded.
So
Yeah.
how much of this honey are we actually handing in, guys?
Well, none of it, apart from this small amount to pay
I
off the
think
guy who gave us the
we
laser
keep
gun.
it in.
And what are we doing with the ghost?
I think we
Well,
should
he's going to be
bury
the
it.
sidekick in the next adventure. You know, he's just like a side character.
A lucky charm.
Yeah.
Did you
With it-
see the ghost, Barry?
No, but I think the ghost saw us.
In here.
You are so wise. It's amazing.
Oh.
So you head back to the FBI and provide this guy a small amount of honey. Are you giving him his de-honeying pistol back?
I think I will. I think I'll give him the de-honeying pistol. For the next bear criminal, you need to save from internal corruption.
Wow, thanks.
Again,
Thanks for the honey.
a lozenge also. Would you? No, you seem to have.
No, I'm fine, thank you. Also, because I stopped the corruption, I'm being promoted to director now because there are so few of us left because so many people were involved in the honey smuggling ring.
Ah.
Well, maybe we can have a connection within the FBI, bridging the two worlds, bear criminal and bear non-criminal.
Yes, as long as you stop being criminals.
Ha 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 ha! Let's go, Drivey.
Beep.
No, they're not Scottish.
That's one honk. If it's one honk, they're Welsh.
Okay.
No, a short beep is Scottish. A long beep is Welsh.
So you go to sort of a bar for a debrief. It's all honey mead on tap, and while you're sat there, you see on the news that a criminal managed to escape custody, having been caught trying to steal loads of honey from Honeycon, and was replaced in their cell by a bear. Which was tranquilized and put in a zoo. And you have something like 99% of the honey to share amongst yourselves happily. And unless you commit any more heinous crimes, no bear law enforcement will come after you for this, and all of your criminal record has been wiped clean. A successful honey heist.
You win the game.
Yeah.
You win the game.
I just have one last thing. In the bar, when ordering a drink, Dirk says, "I'll have some mead, honey." To the barmaid.
I'd like some filtered stream water.
The hard stuff.
The hard stuff.
Great. You succeeded. Well done, everybody. Thanks for joining in the silliness. Yeah.
Thank you
rolled
for causing the silliness.
Yeah, it was silly. All of the things that were the roles that I made were that the convention organizer is ruthless and corrupt. The convention is held in a lavish fishing village. The Abraham Lincoln's beehive, thought to be haunted by his ghost, was from a role. The fact that he'd been set up was from a role, and the armed guards and the electronically locked doors were from roles.
Brilliant.
Everything else. And the whole thing with like the FBI and Ursula I had come up with beforehand. But apart from that, it was all a group effort into what bizarreness happened.
That was awesome.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, well done, everyone. If anybody has any, are we doing questions and comments, John? Do you do those on the one shots?
I think we don't usually. That's because we
All right.
usually overrun a bit. Whereas as we are on time.
Whoa.
Well, if anybody wants to ask questions or comments and stuff, then put them in the chat, and that's fine. And shall I do a promo recap? So Monday nights 8 p.m. Call of Cthulhu. Tuesday nights 8 p.m. Blades in the Dark. Wednesday nights 8 p.m. Coriolis. First Saturday of every month is a one-shot. I was going to say like this, but not really like this. The next one is the new One Ring edition, and is that the 7th of August, I think. It's the first
Yes.
Saturday of August. That's the next one, is the One Ring, so that's exciting. And then bi-weekly, we've got a guest spot on the Free League Twitch running Simba Room, which Matt does. So normally tomorrow would be on, but it's not. So the next one is the 18th of July. And all links to things are below the video. So Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, and Discord. Come join us on Discord and chat to us about things. It'll be fun. That's all the promo, I think.
Oh, man.
So much promo.
It's glorious.
That was loads of fun. Does that take the record for puns per minute for a Telling Tales show? It's from Steve. Yes. I don't think I have to guess. I think that's a yes.
The bar has been set.
It was quite top heavy, but we did manage to continue it throughout. I was worried that we would hammer it at the beginning and that would be it. But no, we did manage to keep going.
Well, we managed to introduce other elements to make puns about. We started with just bears, and then we incorporated bees and boats.
Yeah.
Advanced
I think you mean
puns.
water cars, John.
Yeah.
What's
What
a
a
boat?
boat.
There's famously no word for boat in bear.
There is a word for boathouse, though. Just it's inexplicable. Oh man.
A tote bag full of broken shards of glass and bees was my favourite track from 65 Days of Static. Yes, very good. Very good.
Yeah. There was remarkably little fish in this village. In this fishing village. We weren't very tempted.
They've already made their money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just a tourist trap at this point.
They're living off the interest now.
Yeah. Of that one haul. Oh man.
I think that might. Oh.
Yes.
Do bears like honey or salmon more? I don't know.
Honey Rat definitely likes honey more than salmon.
Yeah, I think salmon is like the normal food, and then honey is the
That's the good
treat.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, a twist that didn't really come up for Dirk was that he was going to be vegan because he's a panda. He can eat like honey and stuff, but he just chooses to eat loads and loads of bamboo instead.
Yeah.
He ate titanium.
And what animal is titanium
vegan.
from?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Perfectly vegan.
Oh, that was great.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, everybody. I had loads of fun. I hope you had loads of fun too.
Very much.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
And next thing on the channel is Monday Night Call of Cthulhu, which I'm running and Inga plays in and John stream manages for. So if you want to see our three faces again on Monday, then you can. And it's probably going to be the final episode of this arc. So maybe don't watch it if you haven't watched any others, because it's probably spoilers. If there's not, I've not done a very good job of storytelling, I suppose. So yeah, catch you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.